Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am Bunny, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my first 7 drawings of the Inktober and Drawlloween challenge. Now I'm actually kind of excited because I am kind of proud that I was able to get this far. I think we're on day 9 today, and I'm in the process of actually sketching my other, or my Inktober Drawlloween challenge for today, or drawing for today. It's not going to be included in this video, but you guys can check it out on my Instagram and Facebook. Links down below in the video description. I do apologize for the background because I did move my studio around yesterday, so this way it looks a little bit dirty in the back, but I can kind of give you guys a sneak peek of how it's how it's changed and how it's looking right now. I'm gonna be doing a separate video, but yeah, this video is dedicated to my Inktober drawings. So if we just like spin around, you'll see here we got the studio lights, we've got my desk, and in the back, which is the most exciting part because I actually have room to put my easel and like my painting stuff. So check this out, guys. Yeah, got a little easel. Which I haven't really been able to use as much yet because of like, yeah, I had no space and it's so super messy in the back. I have to fix it up. But yeah, this is my little painting corner. And we have one bunny cage here. We have another bunny cage here. Wanna say hi to the bunny buns? Look. Aren't you a cutie patootie? You're such a chunky monkey. Look at it, chunky. So enough about the bunnies, let's get to the Inktober and Drawlloween drawings. Now for the drawings themselves, for this Inktober and Drawlloween challenge, I had a tough time trying to figure out what to draw. Even if I had themes every single day, I had a different theme, I still had a bit of a difficulty kind of conceptualizing the actual theme, and I also didn't really know what to do with the ink because I never really use ink in my art. But this time around I decided to just go for it. You guys are going to probably see there's a progression as each day goes by because I'm actually trying to figure out, or I'm figuring out how to work with the ink and how to incorporate watercolor, and there's kind of like you're gonna see a pretty clear progression of the style on each illustration as the days go by. So it's kind of cool. I would just say it's kind of cool, and I actually did not expect it to be like this. I thought I was gonna stick to one thing and just like do the style over and over again, but actually I just wasn't happy at the beginning. It was just like, well, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, guys. I don't even know. It's not turning out the way I want it to. So let's take a look. So here is day 1. She is a little zombie kind of cheerleader kind of character. I actually played a lot with the ink. This is full ink. It is not watercolor. I just used ink for the moon. I used ink for the outline and her hair, obviously. And the only other additions that I added was actually a little bit of the Polychromos, and I did add a sort of glittery effect to her bow and the heart on her sweater and also her eye. So yeah, I don't know, I kind of like the way that she turned out. I just wasn't really happy with the final image. I thought it looked too childish and it just didn't look that great. And that's why for day 2, which the theme was Summon Day, so summoning demons and spirits, and this one was actually quite fun to do. I really liked it because it was the first time that I really did a full body illustration. And not only that, I also did hands. Check out those hands. Those are like pretty pro. Which I have to say I'm quite happy how they turned out. Probably because they're full black. If I had done like outline, it probably would have looked a lot different. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with day 2. I really like the kind of just using black and using a little bit of a color. And on day 3, I did the exact same thing, used mostly ink, black ink, with a purple color. So I did the one color kind of thing with the ink only. Now this one I wanted to incorporate more of a background. The theme was Doomsday, and I drew like kind of like a goth, like emo chick, and then she has like a background in the cemetery. At first I had drawn this one, which was also a different rendition of Doomsday, which we have a sort of sad looking statue that is kind of typical in European cemeteries, where you will see like a grieving statue on a gravestone, and this was sort of the ideal for this one, but I did not like the way that it turned out. I really did a lot of errors and I messed it up completely, which is why I decided to draw her but use the same sort of gravestone kind of theme in the background. I'm not really happy with how they both turned out, but nevertheless it's just an illustration and we're just getting started, so in the end was totally fine. So for day 4, we went on a whole different route. It's completely different than what I've been doing for the first couple illustrations. And this theme was Pumpkin Wicked This Way Comes, which is sort of a rendition on Something Wicked This Way Comes, which I've actually never seen the movie. So I didn't know too much to draw the characters, but this one here, I decided to draw the Pumpkin Queen, and I went for a different feeling. I used primarily ink for the background. I wanted her face to kind of blend in to the background, and for the face area, I did use watercolor. Now for day 5, it was completely different. This is the theme for Full Moon Follies, and this one I just stuck with ink, black ink, that's it. I really had no idea what to do for this. I should probably drawn a werewolf as it kind of suited the theme better, but I decided to draw like a dancing vampire in the moonlight because she's actually like going out for the first time and it's nighttime and she has her bat friends and she's just dancing in the moonlight and she's having the time of her life. So this one is full ink. It includes just the black ink and it also includes a little bit of Copic markers. I'm not really happy with the way that it turned out, which is why I did not show it on social media. But yeah, so this was just a quick illustration. Now for day 6, it was a really fun illustration. I actually really enjoyed doing this one. The theme was Folklore Friday, which was talking about like folklore and a sort of mythical creature. And what really came to my mind was the siren, which I quite like the stories of, like, you know, a very beautiful siren that a sailor will be kind of seduced by at night or out in the ocean. So I wanted to draw a siren with kind of a purple bluish figure and long flowing black hair. Now I did use primarily ink for this, and I also played a lot with watercolor and pencil and my Luminance pencils. And for the background, you can see there's a glittery effect, which I had a lot of fun doing. And yeah, I really like the way that this one turned out. It's a completely different route than what I normally do, which is why I like these challenges, because it kind of forces you to kind of try new things. Now for all of these illustrations that I just showed you, I did draw it on Rowney A5 paper, and I thought that I would use this size for all of my illustrations for Drawlloween and Inktober, but actually I kind of got bored with the size because I just couldn't do full body figure, which is why I decided to buy a bigger sketchbook, as you can see here. And this sketchbook is just a standard A4 size, kind of like printer size paper. So I decided to use this, and it's super thick cardstock paper, so you can use it with ink and watercolor and not have an issue. So for the next few drawings, I actually just kind of migrated into my sketchbook. Now for day 7, I actually did the sketchbook version, or the sketchbook size with A4, and you can see that the style already changed a lot. The theme for this one was cobweb crawlers. So I wanted to just draw a pretty girl with spiders on her and have kind of like a sort of cobweb style shirt. I wanted to add more detail, but I was just too tired that day, and this is all I did. Now you can see the style is quite different than what I've already been doing, and the reason why is because I started to incorporate a lot more watercolor, and I started kind of painting the face much differently than what I normally do. What I normally do is I try to paint every inch of the face, for example, and add color. This time around, I just decided to add color in and around the air, like the edges of the face and where the shadows are, and kind of enhance and saturate the color much more than I normally typically do, hence the pink cheeks. And then once I did the watercolor work, I added the black ink on top to enhance sort of the features and to also kind of outline the work. So there's a little bit of a cartoonish look to it, but I really like how it turned out. So this typical style is actually something that I'm going to be exploring a lot more with my illustrations for this sort of challenge, and I'm gonna see where I take this and see how I can further develop. We have another bunny! What's a bunny doing? What's Mia doing? So that's about everything. Thanks so much for watching this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did like it. It does support me, and I do appreciate all of your help and support. It's really amazing. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube channel for more art videos, and also go check out my Instagram and Facebook for the progression of Inktober and Drawlloween. So now I'm gonna keep drawing day 9 and resist the urge to play Elder Scrolls Online, because I am a huge nerd with that game. I just want to play it, but I've got some drawings to do. So yeah, without further ado, I will see you guys next time. Bye!